when Jamaica was up there talking about it, I started crying. She shouldn't put herself out.
I don't understand some of her tactics on that.
I can't understand why she... I can't understand it. She had nothing at risk. Why would she do that?
No. I know.
Why?
Because that's the person who Jamaica is. And that's why she did it.
So if everybody would have went 5 on that, everybody would have been out for 5? And you'd keep going and no one would have won... POV would have kept going?
Yeah, everybody would have been out for 5. That's why Jen put 4.
Unreal.
That's why I was pissed afterwards, is because I remembered what they said. And did you see me change my answer? I changed it to 4, and then Mike goes like, no, it's too late. After they took forever. Whatever. Which would have been 5 weeks for me.
No, because then you and Jen would have tied. Both would have
gotten
out.
No, but I'm saying risking to do that.
Yeah, I think I would put 0. No way.
Yeah, that was if I was still in it. 0.
No way.
Done.
Knock me out. Not going to happen. Let me go down.
Can we talk just for a minute? Is that okay, Zach?
Yeah, that's
sorry.
Fine.
We'll chat later.
No, I'm just thinking about the aftermath. Just trying to see if I made the right choice. Stupid funny.
They want us to look like idiots, man. They keep coming up with all these horrible outfits for everybody.
Dustin immediately was like, downstairs. So she's going to put up Zach, right? And I just looked at him.
Because Amber told him, I'm sure.
I looked at him like, oh. Not if it's going to flip, she's not.
Not if what's going to flip.
People wouldn't vote Kale out and vote Zach out instead.
Oh. Kale's so confident that she put 5 weeks because she's that confident in Eric. You know it. You know it. Think about it. Why the hell would she be that confident in 5 weeks when she's been up on the block 3 weeks in a row? Because she's confident in Eric.
Thing is,
should we call Jen up here and talk to Jen? Or me, or what?
who would trust her? I don't think we should say anything about Eric right now.
To anybody?
Not right now. Just to be used.
I know, but they're all talking. And yeah, but then that gives them time to conspire against us.
Thing is if you look at seasons past, the people that speak last leave the most impression. Why do you think Will cornered Janelle? He kept her until the vote and shit like that. He'd always be the last person that talked to people. Will always did that. Always, always, always.
I need to know what Jen's going to do.
We'll find out when she does. I mean, what's the difference? Then you deal with it afterwards.
Because what if she doesn't? What if she uses it and takes Kale off? Then what? Then throw up Zach?
No. Why? Then it's a waste of an HOH.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. Well, then Jen goes home, but then there's no point.
I don't think she'd do that.
If she doesn't care about the money, she's not going to get any, and she doesn't want to go in sequester, yes, she would.
I don't know.
And yes, I know that all Jen cares about is herself, and she's very selfish, but at the same time, if she's done and she has nothing else and she doesn't want anything else...
She's made it through all of these.
I'm just saying, yeah, but it's something to think about. If she did take herself off, who would I put up? Eric?
Got to make sure the votes are there before we do it.
I know. That's why I'm saying.
Well, when is it? It's tomorrow, right?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. That's why we need to talk to her.
Well, what's the hurry? What is it?
Upset. Hey.
Hello, darling.
What? Is everyone flipping out?
Not really.
Eric looked like he was crying downstairs.
Yeah,
outside.
Eric looked like he was going to have a heart attack.
There was these totally watery eyes on the lounge.
Where's Jamaica? He was afraid she was going to do the money.
She should have. I don't understand why she was willing to give up all that.
250,000?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I thought you meant the 10 grand. I'm like, you should have.
Oh, no, the 10 grand I
Her
agree
giving
with.
up
But
5
we were
I don't
thinking
understand
that she would give up $250,000.
I think Eric heard me say something about putting him up.
I don't think so.
No?
Are you sure?
I don't think Zach is going up.
Are you
Dustin
sure?
came to me. Yeah. Can you find out?
I'll find out.
She made a misstep, and she said something like right behind by the washer and dryer.
I wasn't even thinking.
And she goes,
He goes, what's, I said,
"What's the big
Jen
deal?"
did it because she doesn't care about the money. All she cares about is her 15 minutes of fame. That way she can take Kale off and she doesn't care if she goes home. And he goes, what's wrong with that? And I said, Kale wouldn't vote to get Eric out or something like that. And I was talking
Oh, so
quiet.
that just happened?
It's outside.
outside.
Okay.
No, it was before we came in.
We were behind, there was the bench and then there was the trees, and we were behind the trees, and I
It was
wasn't.
after it was over, but
Okay.
before we came inside.
Well, I haven't talked to him.
He thought that Eric heard me. I didn't even realize, but then Eric was flipping out outside.
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to him.
And him and Amber ran over behind the pool to talk for a second, and I walked over there, grabbed the bunny suit, and they scattered.
And then him and Dustin have been talking.
And then Jamaica was flipping out, and I don't know if it's honestly because of the HOH or because Amber was talking to her for a long time, if it was because Amber's Danielle's going to put up Eric and thinking that I'm a liar and, all this other stuff.
Dustin came to me and goes, outside when Jen won it, and he goes, so Danielle's going to put Zach up, right?
Right.
And I'm like, not if it's going to flip, she's not.
Flip.
Meaning, if anyone, I want Kale out. I don't give a fuck if Zach stays or not.
Yeah.
So what the hell am I going to put Zach up for everybody to flip and vote him out? That doesn't help me at all. Fuck that. It doesn't help her at all. Fuck that.
It doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody.
It doesn't help you either. And that's what happened last week. One of our allies ended up out of the house, and the enemy side stayed as powerful as they were. No way. No way, no way, no way.
Well, Jen won the power veto. Are you sure she's going to vote on your side?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if she's going to take Kale off or not.
Since we talked about it. Non-stop. Non-stop.
No.
How many times was I... Dick.
You haven't been?
For who? From who? I've not saw it.
Haven't you? Really?
Not at all.
I've been asked
very
about
surprised.
our agreement, if he goes up, but
Oh,
I mean, today was the first
Really?
day of
Me
it.
non-stop, too.
Non-stop.
Well, because I know we've been talking about it though. Okay.
Didn't you notice how he was the one who kept saying, what's the big deal about, who cares, blah, blah, blah.
Over in the hammock yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Who cares? Who cares who the kinky vote is? I think it's two people. It's not one person. It's not. He kept insisting. And then,
And who's the person that he absolutely just, pushes out of it? Himself, because he's like, I was the one who wanted Nick out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wonder why. It couldn't be me because I wanted him out. Shut up. Really.
Yeah, that's what he said.
then he did was when I brought it up, and he's like, you're going around and going person by person by person, who it could possibly be, the leak, the vote, this and that. And that's when I got pissed off. You weren't up, were you over there?
No, I wasn't.
And I was like, you know what? That's fucking bullshit. I'm like, that's bullshit,
Because
motherfucker.
that was everything
I'm like,
he
that
was
was you.
saying.
That was you when we were sitting down. You're going over person by person by person, not me. And then it took him a minute, and he goes, okay, I misspoke. He goes, Dick did not do that. He talked in generalities, and that's exactly what I did. But he was trying to lay it on me. It's like, fuck you. Eric was the one that's going down person by person. Well, it couldn't be Jessica. It might be Jamaica. Well, what about Amber? Blah, 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 blah. And all of these things, on and on and on. And he's like, oh, it couldn't possibly be me. You know, I was the one that did this and that. From the second day, he saw Nick as the biggest threat in this house.
Right.
From the second day. And he did what he can. And he set him up with that vote. He came to me immediately after the vote when